Welcome to Forex Focus Trading Lab. Today's lesson is going to be talking about Tradingview Interphase, setting up your workspace. I want you to go over to your browser and then search on Tradingview on your Google, and the first link that's going to come up is tradingview.com. This is a platform where we do take our analysis, we do read the market, and get a clearer view and get clear information in price. So I have an account with them. I'm logged in already. If you're new to TradingView, you're going to be having a different page like this. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to create an account with your Gmail or any method at all. After creating that account, you're going to have something like this also. When you're on this particular part of your screen on TradingView, I want you to click on this box right here to have a clear picture of the chart. You're going to have a clear view like this. So this is the S&P 500. You can search on any currency pair you're looking for by just typing on your keyboard. Take for example EUR USD. And when you type on Euro USD, you can click. You always use this particular broker with forex.com. all right. Why are you supposed to use this forex.com? This is because this is the particular broker I do use in analyzing, but I do not trade with them. So basically, I want you to use this particular platform also, so that you can have the same data with me. If you love to trade the GBP USD, all of these are pairs in the marketplace. Okay, GBP USD, you make sure you're using forex.com. There are so many pairs in the marketplace. Okay, and there's a PDF for this particular class that will help you understand currency pairs. All right, so let's say we're going for GBP USD. We're going to use forex.com. Now this is a chart for GBP USD. Now what I want to study is the tools you're going to use to trade, or rather the tools you're going to use to analyze. When you go to your left hand side, there are some tools over there. Those are the tools you do use in analyzing. Now there are so many tools that I want to push your focus to a particular set of tools, and those tools are the following. Number one is the cross tool and arrow tool. Click on favorite and it's going to pop up on your screen. I'm going to talk about all of them. The next one is the trend line, the horizontal line, and the horizontal ray. Then you can also add the vertical line. All right, now moving on to the third tool, we're going to be using the Fibonacci retracement, also called the Fib retracement, and the Gann box. You go over to your long and short position. You like the two, long and short position. Okay, move over to the sixth tool, and I want you to click on this rectangle. All right, and that's all. So these 11 tools are the major tools we need in this market. Looking at our trading view like this, I personally don't feel comfortable. So I don't like to have this full screen. Okay, there are two methods you can use in increasing the size of your screen. So that you press down on, just tap on F11 and you have a full screen like this, or my all-time favorite, Shift F, and you have a few like everything. This is what you want. Now all that is here is just your workspace. Okay, now let's go to some in-depth interface. Okay, once you click on these candlesticks, a setting is going to come up. Now this is Forex Focus Trading Lab standard setting. Okay, you can tap on it and change the color. Personally, this is what I love to use. This is my own method. You can use any color you want to use, any color. Enjoy yourself. This is your trading, so you can use any color. It is up to you to use. If you want to use white and white, it's up to you. You understand? just make sure that okay, these two they have different colors. Just make sure that they have different colors. Do you understand? Personally, for me, I don't like to use just green and black. All right, black for being bearish and green for being bullish. Okay, now outside that, as you can see on the background, we have some vertical and horizontal line. We want to take those things out. Okay, and taking them out, you go to canvas and click on solid, change it to white. Then these grid lines, put it on none. Everything becomes clear. All right, and again, I'm going to make mention of this. Change your time zone to New York time. New York time. All right, it should be at New York time. Now, once your screen is like this, you are good to go. All right, so excuse me, I want to do a quick setting, and that will be, there's a vertical line over here that I want that vertical line to still be obvious. Good. So I have a well-defined chart. This is how it's supposed to be. Okay, so now working with what has happened in price. All right, now we're here. Let us work on this our tool. The first one is the cross tool. This is just to identify levels. There's nothing much it can do. You just have to use it to like get some straight line and just to identify some particular reference point in price. You understand? Okay, now what I want you to do is this. I want you to press the escape button and make sure that your magnet tool is always on. All right, make sure it's always on, and you can take this one off. This one is for professionals. With time, you understand. This particular tool means stay in drawing mode, in the sense that if you have to click a tool and after you're done drawing, for example, the tool is still active, you can draw another one and it will still be active. All right, this is one of my favorite tool. I like to use this stay in drawing mode and this trending line, and this trending line rather, it's a very unique tool. All right, now if you want to exit that trading mode, you'd have to left click your mouse, or you would have to come back to your favorite toolbar and then click on this arrow button or this cross button. Okay, now this arrow button is also the same as this cross button. They have no particular function, but most of the time I love to use this arrow button for my PC. And when you're using your mobile phone, do not use the arrow button because you're not going to be able to identify some levels, so keep it at this cross. But when you're using your PC, you can use this arrow button and you see it's just for you to like point price. Like when I want to call your attention to a level, like look at this low right here. You see what I'm talking about. Look at this low right here. So it's just for me to like mark out points for you guys to see and understand. Okay, now we've talked about the trend line, the cross line, and the arrow line. Let's talk about this horizontal line. It's a very simple tool. Once you click on this tool, anywhere you want to draw, you just have to put it there. Let's say you want to put it at this low, you just tap it and it will appear. Now each of these tools have a setting. Once you open a tool, a setting is going to come up. All right, now it's up to you to change the setting. The visibility, should it be obvious on the 1 minute time frame to 15 minutes time frame? Should it be obvious on the 1 hour time frame or not? If you don't want it to be obvious on the 5 minutes time frame, for example, if you untick this, it's going to disappear. If you want it back, you bring it back. You are in control. Okay, remember, you are in control. This is your business. So now working with this horizontal ray, this horizontal ray does not go from left to right, unlike the horizontal ray itself that goes from left to right, but rather this horizontal ray starts from the particular point you start. You click on the button, or you click on the point in price. Take for example this high, it's going to click from there to the right. Do you see it? You can change the color to whatever color you want. I'm changing to at black. All right, now let's say I want to mark out another high around here. I can just mark it out and you see how beautiful it is. Okay, now this to easily clean your screen, hold down the control button, tap the canvas and then spread, and then you can now click on delete or backspace. Now the vertical line itself is just to mark out vertical lines. Okay, like most times there's a time of day we do focus on our trading, and that particular time of day is the 7 o'clock New York time to 9 o'clock New York time. And again, another, there's a London close by 10 o'clock New York time to 12 o'clock New York time. Okay, as you can see, I was able to draw vertical lines. There are a lot of price action that is going on in between those particular levels. You're going to understand that in time. All right, but all of these tools are very, very important. They're used to identify. They're not indicators. We don't trade indicators over here. They're used to identify reference points in price. Okay, now this Fibonacci, a lot of people do use it for different use. Personally, in this our lesson, we just use it for measurement. Okay, now there are other lessons whereby you'll be using this as an OTE pattern. You'll be taught that so in our subsequent lesson, but this particular fib is used for calculation of 50% retracement. Take for example, I want to calculate the 50. Take for example, I want to calculate the 50% retracement from this high to this low. I just take my fib tool, I tap on the high, and I tap on the low, and that right there is my 50%. Now this is my setting for my fib tool. All right, you can also change your setting to all of these and only mark this 50%. With time, we are going to explore the 0 level, the 1 level, the 0.5 level, the -1 level, the -1.5 level, the -2 level, and all that stuff. As you can see, we've brought out the 0 level, the 1 level, and the -1 level, and you see there's a defined range in price. All of those lessons will come in time due to experience. Okay, but for now, baby steps. Okay, click on just this one for now to measure 50% of price range. Okay, so I'll take my screen back to a full screen, and there we go. Now this gun box is a beautiful box. I love this box because this is the box I do use in calculating premium to discount. Now from 50% above price action is classified as premium, expensive. From 50% below price action is classified as discount and cheap. Now sometimes I don't use my fib tool, I don't use my gun box, and to identify the 50% of this range high to this range low, because from this range high to this range low is a full range in price, a full leg. Okay, there's another range from this range high to this range low, but I want to take the most obvious move, which is from this high to this low right here. Okay, so let me take away this fib. Now as you can see, from you see this red box up here is premium, and this green box down here is what? Discount. You're going to understand what premium and discount is in our subsequent lessons. All right, our next tool is the long position. Now take for example, this long position is just for us to identify where we would have taken a trade. Take for example, there's a fair value gap around here. Take for example, we want to take a trade at this fair value gap. We just take a trade, and then our stop loss will be here, and our TP will be somewhere maybe say around here. Do you understand me? And then this will help us monitor price. Take for example, this was a loss. You know it's in red, so that means loss. Okay, now this was a seller's market, and that's why we need the short position. Now the short position can allow you mark out where you'd have take a short position. Take for example, we sold from there, our stop loss was up there, and our TP was down here. You see, when we have this in our chart, we can know that okay, our trade is in profit or not. This right here will help you calculate your risk to reward and help you manage your trade. With time, you're also going to understand that, but for now I just want you to know what it's used for and how it's being used. Now the last tool we're going to study is this horizontal box. This horizontal box is very, 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 very beautiful. Personally, if I'm to work with tools, I would just use this horizontal box, trend line, and my long and short position. That's all. With just those four tools, I'm good to go. Okay, now this horizontal box can be used to draw zones or areas in price, or rather to identify fair value gap. You see how beautiful it is? And you know the beautiful thing about Tradingview, you are the boss. You can edit a text. I want to give this a name. I'm going to call this a premium fair value gap on the 5 minutes time frame. As you can see, our write-up went there. It is very, 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 very beautiful. Okay, now once you have that in price, you know what you're doing. You can see something clear. Now that right there is a fair value gap in price. Let's break this chart down. Okay, that's the fair value gap in price. We have our range high up here. Let's give this a green color because it's a range high. I'll have our range low down here. Let's give this a red color because it's our range low. All right, you can move this your favorite box anywhere you want. Taking our gun box is from this high to this wall to this low. Now price is going towards premium, and this is an area where we look for sales because it was classified as expensive. But when price was down here, it's classified as cheap, and you only look forward to buy at a cheaper price and at what discount. As you can see, all of these tools are allowing me to know what to do, what not to do, but they are not indicators. They are just me marking out things in price so that I can know. Because sometimes you may analyze and then leave your screen and come back and be like, okay, what did I call here and all that stuff. But when you have your tools, you can just, let's say I mark this level, and this level is like, I can just identify as equal low. I can write under too clean to be untouched, and I can arrange it to bottom what left. Can you see how beautiful the chart is? You want to arrange your chart like this and make sure that it suits you. It suits your personality. Do not try to copy someone else. You know how to change the color, how to activate all of these too. Activate them, play around this app, understand this app, okay? Because you are going to use this app forever. So play around it. Any question, ask me, talk to me. We're going to talk, all right? The dumbest question, guys, you're paying for this, and this skill is very, very expensive, and sometimes it can be tedious to understand. That's the 17 o'clock, and that's the beginning of a new day from Asia. You understand all of this in price. It's not random. Price currently is rejecting off a fair value gap in price. Don't want it to close below it. All right. Currently, we're already reading price action. That was if there's a fair value gap in price, and price is currently trading inside that fair value gap. I want to change this to a green fair value gap because I want to see that support bullishness into this particular fair value gap. So that alone is giving me a buy signal up there because price just retouched where below equilibrium, and that's what discount. As you can see, price is trading back into the fair value gap, and what I want to see is for price to reject, close above it, and then trade higher. Okay, but when price will close below this swing low right here, these last three candles, then price will likely come back to take out this equal low because it is too clean to be what untouched. Price will always go towards this particular reference point being equal lows and equal highs. All of these lessons are very, very easy to understand, and as long as you're part of Forex Focus, you are going to get them. Welcome aboard one more time, and till we meet again, trade safe, trade wisely, and trade only what you understand. Peace.